Hey, me and Matt here, and this is Killer Kyle. Eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one. I think it's your turn.
Well, I mean, we did talk a little bit briefly about how Axe and Smash and Demolition were 1 and 2 on the '89 Royal Rumble, but I mean, even you look at that Royal Rumble, it was pretty good too. It's been a while since I've seen it. Like, I do remember Axe and Smash being 1 and 2 in the Royal Rumble. I can't remember the rest of the card, but I mean, it's one of those things where, like, everybody's like, oh, here comes Axe is number 1, and then here goes Smash is number 2, and it's like, ooh, it's a battle of tag team partners.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you got Axe at like 250, Smash at 275 maybe.
Yeah.
But just the fact that have two big guys just clobbering the crap out of each other, and then whoever would enter next, the two of them would start working whoever it was over, eliminate them, and then go back to beating each other up.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting Royal Rumble.
Let's talk about 2000. And that's another one that I got on pay-per-view, or had on pay-per-view.
Right.
This was pretty cool. You know, you had Drew Carey as the guest host.
Yes.
And just him being backstage with Triple H and Stephanie, and this whole thing with, okay, I guess he's going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And who should be the one after him? Kane.
Yeah.
So it comes out, and he's like bribing Kane with money, but then he eliminates himself, which is interesting enough.
Yeah. He's like, hey, you want $100, $200? You want all my money? Ah, forget it, I'm out of here. You could imagine being somebody like Drew Carey, and you're in the ring at the Royal Rumble, like, hey, this is pretty cool. And I think the ring was empty at this point, or something like that. And it's like, alright, this is pretty cool. And then you see Kane walking towards you, and it's like,
shit.
yeah. And of course, he's wearing a friggin' tracksuit.
Yeah. I will say this, though. Drew Carey was a good sport.
Yes.
Anyhow, so I got the dark match, the pre-show. The Lowdown, D'Lo Brown, and
Chaz.
Yeah. Who defeated.
Oh, Kaientai.
Yeah.
Funaki and Takamichinoku.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Chaz was an interesting character because, I mean, you have the headbangers, and then he did this whole. I mean, this was how fucked up the Attitude Era was. Beaver Cleaver.
Beaver Cleaver. Yep.
Yeah. He even cut a shoot live on Raw, saying, I can't do this or whatever. Which is true. That was really dumb. And that's why. Why, Vince? Like, seriously. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Lowdown won this one.
And they were managed by Tiger Ali Singh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I miss him, man.
yeah. You talk about wrestlers that were of Indian descent, and a guy that was intimidating, to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to fuck around with that dude.
No, and I mean, a lot better than Muhammad Hassan. Well, I mean, it was a different time as well. So.
True.
Yeah, you know, off topic for a minute. Watching Impact and seeing that old guy kind of reminds me of Tiger Ali Singh.
Yeah, you could say that. And we got the Dudley Boys defeating Edge and Christian.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys have some good matches.
Yes. Yeah.
The Dudleys and Edge and Christian.
Well, you think about it, SummerSlam, you have tables, ladder, well, you had a tables match.
Yeah.
And then you have WrestleMania 20, a tables match.
Yes.
It's like, well, why don't we combine the two? We get the Hardys, so... WrestleMania 17, I still regard as another one of the best WrestleManias, and you had the TLC match.
Yeah.
Edge and Christian, the Hardys, and the Dudleys.
Yeah.
And you had interference by Lita, Spike Dudley,
Rhino.
Yeah. But back then, you can do anything to a woman, and there was
no repercussions.
no.
Yeah.
Well, we all knew it was for show, but you know, whatever.
Yeah. And you go. Speaking of battles, you got a battle with the Cresses, Jericho and Benoit.
Oh yes, the ladder match for the Intercontinental title. And it's like everybody says, it's a shame that this match is not going to see the light of day on television anymore.
Yeah.
But holy shit. I mean, those two, I'm sure they had some great battles in WCW and
Yeah.
possibly ECW.
I think so, yeah.
But it's fucking insane. These guys went all out.
Oh, absolutely.
You had fucking Benoit do a dive out of the ring, and Jericho hits him with a chair.
Yeah.
And it's a wonder why his brains were scrambled. But anyways, you know, it was a really good match. And I remember the lead up to this, and I'm thinking, I hope Jericho gets the title.
Yeah.
He eventually did get the title at the Royal Rumble, so... But yeah, this was definitely a very good match. And on the first installment of the ladder match DVD.
Yes.
So...
Very good match.
Yeah.
Next we got, for the Women's Championship, Ivory against China.
Yep. Yeah, China got injured. Of course, you know, you have right to censor make fun of it.
Yeah.
And so this was like her return. And it was over before we knew it.
Yep.
And China got re-injured. And the match had to end. Jerry Lawler came out. And yeah, this was a really sad night for her. And yeah, I mean, she didn't get the title until WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So there's really nothing more I can say about that match.
I mean, it was one of those things where China got injured, and Right to Censor and Ivory were making fun of it. You know, China did an emotional interview and a neck brace and
Yeah.
all this other stuff, and then come Royal Rumble was like, all right, China's coming back, and she's going to get redemption for everything that Ivory and Right to Censor had to say. She's going to win the championship, and then it all went south.
Yeah.
And next we go on to match for the WWF Championship. We got Kurt Angle against Triple H.
This was a modern version of Hogan and Elizabeth.
Yes.
Because you've got, and it was exact setup that way too, in a way. I mean, it was just weird.
Yeah.
But of course, this was a good match as well. I mean, you saw that you didn't know who was going to win.
Right.
It was usually Triple H, but
Usually, yeah.
anyways, Angle won,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah, and even to have, like, Kurt Angle being accompanied by Trish Stratus and Triple H being accompanied by his, well, I guess you could say kayfabe wife at that point, Stephanie, and,
Yeah, I guess.
well,
No, actually, they were going out at this point, I think.
yeah, they were, yeah,
Girlfriend and boyfriend.
Well, yeah,
or whatever.
anyway. But yeah. And then the Royal Rumble match.
Yeah. As Raven started, you got Big Show, you have Kane eliminating
11 people.
11 people. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Match ended up being Stone Cold Steve Austin, and this will be the third time. We'll get to that at the worst list,
Right.
but this is the third time that Austin won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So,
And I mean, it came down to Austin and Kane being the final two, and the way Kane got eliminated is not the most conventional way to do it, but I mean, hey, if you're gonna do it that way, go for the gusto,
yeah,
so to speak.
yeah. I mean, this will be also WrestleMania 17 when Austin sells his soul to the devil. So,
Yeah.
but I'm, back then I was still a fan, and I was ecstatic to see Austin win the Royal Rumble again. So,
Yeah.
huh.
And I mean, just looking here at the list of wrestlers. Okay. We got a second here of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys to start that were eliminated by Kane. You got Raven, Al Snow, Perry Saturn, Steve Blackman, Grandmaster Sexay, Brian Christopher, who sadly passed away, Honky Tonk Man, getting cracked in the head with his own guitar, Rock, and yeah, The Rock. And then a little later, we got Taz, and then Albert, and then Crash Holly, and well, then of course you got Kane and The Undertaker eliminating Scotty 2 Hottie.
Yeah,
And so that's all 11.
that's pretty cool.
Raven, Al Snow, Perry Saturn, Steve Blackman, Grandmaster Sexy, Honky Tonk Man, Rock, Godfather, or no, Rock, Taz, Albert, and then Scotty. Pretty insane, but this is 2001. That record held up for 13 years, I think, 14 years, until Roman eliminated 12 people and the Royal Rumble in 2015, was it?
Yeah, we'll get to that too.
Yeah. So, 14 years, call it, that Kane had the record for most eliminations in the Royal Rumble.
So we'll go on to a year after. We've got 2002
Yep.
Royal Rumble. We got the pre-show Spike Dudley and Taz,
Yeah.
who defeated the Dudleys. And this was a fairly good match, and this was actually
It was for the tag titles.
but interesting, you know. And, I mean, as much as I don't care for Taz as commentator, I thought he was a fairly damn good wrestler,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
you know. And of course, there's Spike. And yeah, man, I wish I watched the old Dudleys and WCW code. Man, they cut some very cool.
Oh, they cut some wicked promos, man, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Anyhow, we have William Regal, who defeated Edge for the Intercontinental title with the power of the punch. His brass knuckles.
Yeah.
And he's a lefty.
Yep.
And so, yeah, this was a pretty interesting match. Unfortunately, Edge lost, but William Regal becoming the new Intercontinental Champion, I thought was pretty cool, of course. And this was coming off the invasion angle, so
Yes. Yeah, for the Women's Championship, Trish Stratus defeating Jazz.
yeah, that was a really cool match. I think that Trish and Jazz really worked out well. Trish worked out well with almost everybody.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Lita, of course, and Victoria. Victoria in Survivor Series that year.
Yes.
But yeah, I really like Jazz and Trish in this feud.
Yes.
She looks rough nowadays,
Yeah.
but so does Jazz now. I think that, yeah, even coming back to WWE, despite the botch excitement with Alexa and Mickey,
Yeah.
it was still cool to see Trish Stratus and how she still can move, you know.
Well, yeah, she can still go, boy.
You know, she's got the yoga, so I mean,
Yeah.
and very cool.
I mean, her and Lita together at the Evolution pay-per-view, that was nostalgia.
Yeah, oh for sure. But
Boing!
yeah, I guess.
And, oh, yeah, I remember this one fondly. The street fight, Ric Flair and Mr. McMahon. Oh,
Yeah. Well, you know, for two older guys, they whipped the piss out of each other.
oh, did they ever?
Like, this was a really good feud. You know, it brought Ric Flair out of retirement,
Yeah.
and yeah, this was cool. Just to see a young Charlotte as well,
Yes.
and unfortunately, Reed, who passed away, and then David was there. You see them take a picture of each other, you know. McMahon would take the camera away and watch a bloody Ric Flair, you know, take a picture of him and shit. Yeah, Ric Flair bled like a faucet, obviously,
Yeah.
but it wasn't without near the end where you had Ric Flair give the figure four to McMahon,
Yeah.
so
You know, you could say that this match for two older guys was significantly better than trying to replay it some years later in TNA. Fucking Flair and
oh
Hogan.
god, wow. Watch that blubber fly.
Hey. This match was pretty good too. The undisputed World Wrestling Federation Championship. Chris Jericho against The Rock.
You know, there was a promo on SmackDown promo, I guess. You have The Rock and Jericho, and they're jaw-jacking back and forth, and finally Chris Jericho just yells, and you could tell that there's tears in his eyes, and all that shit. He's passionate, and The Rock just says a few words and then leaves. Just quiet and shit like that. So it's very cool to see this match. And obviously, we knew that Jericho was going to win.
Yeah.
You know, kind of wanted to see Jericho go to Toronto. But it would be actually interesting to see what would happen if The Rock won.
True.
So, then we have the Royal Rumble, and you have, again, Stone Cold actually eliminating a lot of people.
Yeah.
And, of course, you get the return of Triple H.
Yes.
And what a long,
grinding, agonizing road it
entrance
was.
does he get. Oh, that too, yes.
Yeah. I mean, he blows out his quad, needs surgery, and he's out for 8 months recovering. And then he comes back to a thunderous reception
I know.
in the garden.
And who would have expected that? Like, that's just the guy who left as a heel, and people just fucking love him. And I thought that was very cool.
And I mean, like, he even said himself when he came back, he was expecting crickets.
Yeah.
Like, no response whatsoever. And the moment that first chord hit of Motorhead,
Yes.
crowd went bonkers.
Yeah, he said he was almost gonna start crying, but he's like, nope, can't do it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to think, like, come back from a pretty significant injury, and 8 months on the show, go in the Royal Rumble match at, what number was he? I think he was fairly late entering. Okay, 22.
Yeah.
And go the distance and win?
Well, and the thing is, you have Austin and Triple H are going at it. They throw out the Hurricane, returning Mr. Perfect,
Right.
and someone else. But yeah, just epic. Unfortunately, yeah, this was Kurt Hennig's return to WWE.
Yeah.
You know, this would have been the last time he was ever there. Now, he did go to TNA for a bit.
Yeah.
And there's an actual dark match with Mr. Perfect and Brock Lesnar,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Minnesota Boys. Yeah. But, yeah, this was a good Royal Rumble. And I
Oh, absolutely.
And we watched the pre-show, and Kurt Angle's coming out on heat, and he's like, nobody likes me, and then Jerry Lawler gets in, and he's trying to get the crowd to cheer Angle, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But, yeah, very good Rumble, in my opinion. So we go to 2002 to 1999.
Yeah.
And I just started high school, and it was all about The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
And a lot of people may not like the Attitude Era, and I know that it's been talked to death, but it was a pretty good year, despite all the title changes.
True.
But this is also messed up here, because
Yeah.
you had no idea, because The Rock... Yeah, well, let's get into this anyways. You have...
Start things off, you got Christian defeating Jeff Hardy.
That would have been cool.
Yeah. And we go on to the Job Squad. Bob Holly and Scorpio. I think it was Too Cold Scorpio.
Yeah, Too Cold Scorpio was also Flash Funk.
Right. against Too Much. Brian
Oh,
Christopher and Scott Taylor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny to see Too Much go to Too Cool,
Yeah.
you know. And it's just a shame that Scotty put his life together and Brian unknowingly was a mess,
Yeah.
which eventually took his life last year.
Yeah. To think they go from Too Much to Too Cool and become Grandmaster Sexy and Scotty Duati.
Yeah.
Anyways, Job Squad won this match. And you got Mankind defeating Mabel by disqualification. Don't really know too much about this match.
Yeah, I don't either.
And then, I guess it's the main card. Got Big Boss Man defeating the Road Dogg.
Yeah, they had some good matches too. I mean, of course, DX versus the Corporation.
Yes.
And this is when Boss Man made a comeback in WWF.
Right.
This time as the security guard, I guess. SWAT team.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, though, if he was still alive, joining the Shield? Yeah.
He'd be the biggest member of that fucking team.
Yeah,
Yeah, poor Nelson Fraser.
yeah.
Anyway.
No, a trailer. Nelson Frazier was Mabel.
Yeah, Rage.
Foul!
Sorry, wrong one. Yeah. You got Seth Rollins at 218. You got
Believe in the Shield!
Dean Ambrose at 220, 221. Roman Reigns at 275. Big Boss Man 325.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
for the Intercontinental Championship, Ken Shamrock defeating Billy Gunn. Good match. Pretty good rivalry. Stupid storyline.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember this one at all. And you know, I mean, you look at Brock Lesnar and you look at Ronda Rousey, and you think, what the fuck happened to Ken Shamrock?
Yeah.
I mean, he had the Intercontinental title and the tag team titles,
Yeah.
but that was it.
Yep. And then for the European title, X-Pac defeating Gangrel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't really imagine Gangrel as the European champion anyways.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you know, their Bird were one of the biggest and tag teams of the late 90s.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, that was the craze, I guess, back then.
Well, not only Gangrel with Edge and Christian, but also him with the Hardys as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And we go on to, well, something that I'm sure is right up your alley. A strap match for the Women's Championship. Sable against Luna Vachon.
Ew. Oh, Lena Vachon is not an attractive man.
I know, man, I know.
Nor Sable.
Eh,
I mean, you met Sable. I'm pretty
True.
sure she's good looking. But no.
let's put it this way. Sable is, at that period in time, Sable was all the rage. I mean, they put her in fucking Playboy, for God's sake.
Yeah, that is true, yeah.
Now, Sable might not be the most beautiful woman on the planet, or, you know, drop dead gorgeous or anything. Like, she is a good looking woman, but, you know, not like drop dead gorgeous or anything, but definitely a lot better looking than Luna.
Oh, God, yeah.
Anyway.
But Luna, you know, was definitely wrestling royalty, being a part of the Vachons.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that it's unfortunate that Maurice and Paul didn't go to the WWF.
Yeah.
Or maybe they did, I just didn't know that, but I know that Mad Dog was inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
So, and then of course, losing Luna and then losing Mad Dog, and who knows if Paul's still alive,
Right.
with the Butcher.
Yeah.
But it's kind of an interesting thing to think about. And of course, Sable's married to Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
F5 her all night long.
How many times do you think he takes her to Suplex City a night?
Oh, I know. But, oh, hell, he could even do a shooting star press and hit his head on a dartboard.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. And then we go on to, I would say, probably one of the most vicious matches that occur in a Royal Rumble. Rock and Mankind in an I Quit
Oh, God,
match.
yeah. Yeah, and Mick has in his book that he told The Rock, or Dwayne, whatever, you can hit me with the chair in the head 5 times, or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he went overboard, got too excited,
Yeah.
gave him a bunch of chair shots.
Knocked his ass the hell out.
But you watch Mick's family, and yeah, don't bring your kids to wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of. It was a good match. I really think it was. It kind of lame how it ended, having
Yeah.
the voiceover machine.
Yeah.
Like everybody should have known that, but yeah, Rock
Yeah.
became the WWF champion again. So we go on to the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
And yeah, there was a very funny montage with Vince and Shane.
Yeah.
Get the chicken, Dad, get the chicken. Yeah. It was interesting.
You want me to choose chickens? Yeah, Dad, it'll help you're a gentleman here. Something like that.
Yeah. And, Austin starts the match and Vince comes out. I mean, it was a big, the corporation basically were kicking his ass.
Yeah.
And, at the end of the match, you had The Rock come out with the title. And distract Austin. Austin loses the Royal Rumble. And although I was very disappointed at the time, I couldn't think that The Rock and Vince were going to face each other.
Yeah.
So, St. Valentine's Day Massacre was very cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wrote a poem about it in English class. And shit, the bump that Vince took,
Oh, God.
the guy didn't have to do anything, but he did.
Yeah.
It goes to show you what kind of person Vince is. It doesn't matter what you say about him, If he does it, then you have no excuse.
And I mean, to show you that age is no limitation, I mean, he takes that bump off the cage from Austin. I'd say he was mid-50s at that point.
Yeah.
Well, fast forward some years later, taking that shot from fucking AJ
Oh, yeah.
at like 73.
Yeah. Oh, shit, yeah.
Goes to show you.
Like, I don't know kind of workout or regiment that Vince has, but Jesus.
Yeah, yeah.
The guy will live to be 90
Oh, he very well could.
and get his ass knocked over.
Miss McMahon, are you okay? Oh, I'm more than alright. It's like, you're one tough bastard, you know that? 73 years old, taking a shot from a guy that's like 40 plus years your
No,
junior.
not just for. Oh yeah, you're right. But yeah, that's just insane. You know, I mean, we're not gonna mention the Kevin Owens incident where he actually played it himself. But it's just or hell. Well, we'll get to that later. But it's interesting how that works.
Yeah. I think it'd be only fitting, seeing as that we're talking about Rumble, past Royal Rumbles, if we talked about the Royal Rumble with China.
Oh yeah.
Like, granted, she didn't win it, but I mean, to be
Well, no.
the first woman to enter a Royal Rumble and do fairly well in it, actually.
Oh yeah. You know, and that was like a door opening for Beth Phoenix and someone else. Like
Karma.
Karma.
She had a fairly short stint with the WWF or WWE.
Yeah.
I am currently with child. Well, alrighty then.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, China definitely a trailblazer for that.
Oh, absolutely.
But so now we're gonna jump ahead again, or forward to 2016.
Yes.
And I was in the hospital with pneumonia, so my brother came up and I watched it on his laptop, which was nice. And yeah, this was very cool. There was a lot of speculation that AJ Styles was going to make his WWE debut finally.
Yes.
So, yeah. Anyway, so we have the pre-show.
And you got a fatal four-way tag team match to qualify for the Royal Rumble. Jack Swagger and Mark Henry, The Ascension, Damien Sandow, and Darren Young, the Dudleys.
Yeah. That was interesting.
And of course, Jack Swagger and Mark Henry win.
Yep. Of course, real Americans, because Mark Henry is
Wow.
an Olympic winner.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Two actual Americans,
yeah.
not American-born citizen and a American immigrant.
Yeah. So then we have Kevin Owens being defeated by,
Dean Ambrose.
yeah,
In a last man standing match for the IC title. This
Yeah.
was pretty good match.
oh yeah, these guys definitely put on a great show, had a great feud. You know, like both of them, I think, are Grand Slam champions, maybe. I know Dean Ambrose is.
Ambrose for sure is. Well, Kevin's been Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion,
Universal champion.
Universal Champion. I don't think he's been a Tag Team Champion yet, though.
Huh. I don't know that one.
Right.
But anyways, yeah, this was a good match as well.
And then you got, for the tag titles, the New Day defeating the Usos. This match was a series of matches between the New Day and the Usos, and boy, oh boy, did they ever have a good rivalry.
Oh god, yeah, they got a lot of really good matches, including my favorite in Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell, oh yeah.
Jesus Christ, that match was so creative. Like, it's hard to believe. I mean, your dad doesn't like the New Day, but holy shit, these guys can go. And yeah, you have the Usos with the Uso Penitentiary stuff.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you look at this match from the Royal Rumble, the Hell in a Cell match, matches they had at other pay-per-views, or maybe SmackDown or Raw, all together were really, really good. And they did their best to push each other to make each other better. And even you look at whenever they had an opportunity to cut a promo, whether it be the New Day, the Usos, the two of them in a ring, talking about each other, and, oh, we're 5-time champs, you don't have what it takes to be 5-time champs, and all this other stuff. Very well done.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And as much as the New Day may be your unconventional trio tag team, if you will, they're still amazing.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah. A United States Championship match with Kalisto and Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, I thought these two would have a good feud, but unfortunately, I didn't really like it that much.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm always gonna say that Andrade is a likable version of Alberto,
Yeah, pretty much.
but yeah, I mean, Kalisto definitely underrated. Excuse the pun, underrated.
Yeah.
As a good, okay, I mean, he is. He is a good wrestler.
Yeah.
You know? I think they need to use him more. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But at least he was the United States champion.
True. True.
And who knows what the cruiserweights going over to Raw and SmackDown.
Yes.
Things are going to be good, or better.
I think so.
Hopefully, anyways.
Yeah. And for the now non-existent Divas Championship, Charlotte and Becky Lynch.
Yeah. It's funny how we look at it now, and Becky and Charlotte have switched roles
Yes.
in a way, but yeah, it's kind of cool just to see that. You know, they have good chemistry in the ring, and besides that pig shit ending at, I can't remember what pay-per-view it was now. Oh no, that was Charlotte and Ronda, never mind.
Yeah.
You know, and that they have very good chemistry, like I said. I mean, I've already said that, so there's nothing really much to say.
Right.
But this was a good match too.
Uh-huh. And then the Royal Rumble match, where you have the second time their main championship is in a Royal Rumble match, but the first time the WWE Championship was defended in a Royal Rumble match.
Yeah. That's, interesting.
Yeah.
Anyhow, AJ Styles came in as the new guy, and people lost their shit online.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was awesome, Roman Reigns. And, you know, I could do a rant about this, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Because, you know what? He got his at WrestleMania. Triple H winning the championship. And understand that, you know, CEO and everything. But, no, if you're the CEO, you don't put yourself in a fucking match. But he did.
Yeah.
And won the title. So,
Yeah.
and he didn't really defend it.
No.
But regardless, you know, Roman Reigns finally got the championship.
Yes.
It was an interesting Royal Rumble, to say the least.
Yeah, for sure.